Well, hello there and welcome back to my channel, or of course welcome to my channel if you're new. If you are new, then hello, lovely to meet you. My name is Alex, and if you are new here, make sure you stick around and subscribe. If you're not new here and you've been here for a while, then why not make sure the notification bell switched on just so you're notified of every single time that I upload. Now, for today's video, I have an extremely exciting one because I am doing a video on some makeup and skincare from a brand called StyleVana. Now, if you don't know who StyleVana are, they are a website that stock a lot of Korean skincare and makeup brands. And you might have heard StyleVana before because they've actually worked with like some huge YouTubers like James Welsh, Tammy Clark. Like, they worked with such big YouTubers, and they reached out to me and asked if they could give me some products to test on my channel, and I literally couldn't believe it. So this video we are going to be reviewing some skincare, and then I'll also be doing a tutorial and review on the makeup. Obviously I've got it on right now. Firstly, I just want to say a huge thank you to StyleVana for reaching out and gifting me these items. I am literally so excited about this video, you have no idea. Everything that I test in this video I will leave linked down below, and also I just thought I'd let you know that I do have a discount code with StyleVana. This is the discount code and it is valid for 3 months, so I will leave that in the description as well, just so you don't forget, and you can head over to their website once you've watched this video. But yeah, I'm so excited. We are going to be reviewing some skincare, some Korean makeup. I'm such a newbie to this. I've never tried any Korean makeup or skincare before, so I'm very excited. So if you'd like to see what I thought of all of the products, then please keep watching. Right, so StyleVana actually sent me this box of all of these goodies. Half of it is makeup, which I will review in a minute, but firstly I just want to talk about this, which is the skincare part of this video. So they actually gifted me this, which is from the brand Logically Skin, and this is like the 10 days trial kit, and it's basically reducing your wrinkles. I don't know what StyleVana thought of me. Like, I am only 23, like my wrinkles aren't that bad, but I do have like really bad forehead wrinkles as well. But anyway, I have tested out the skincare that is in the set. So this first product is the Care Cleansing Foam. Now this is really nice. It felt really soft on the skin. It lathers really nicely, and my skin felt super clean afterwards. I'm not the best at like reviewing skincare and stuff because I'm so bad at skincare, but I mean, from what I tried and what I tested, this was really nice. My skin didn't react to it or anything. My skin is quite sensitive, so it will react to something if it's too much for my skin, but my skin was absolutely fine with it, and I really liked this. It comes in a little bottle like this. So I really like the cleansing foam, and then next to it, it comes with a few items that you need to use like after you've cleansed your skin. Now this is like a multi-purpose mist, and it says after cleansing, spray the mist onto the face and neck and gently massage while fine particles of aquatide, I think that says, are fully absorbed. So this has a little bit of a smell, like not a bad smell, but quite a like strong, like chemically smell. However, my face seemed absolutely fine with it. It does have quite a strong mister, and the smell really reminds me of something, and I cannot think of what it is. I think it's like elderflower or something. That's what it smells like. But the mist was not too much for my skin. It was really nice and gentle on the skin, and then as I said, I did rub it in a little bit on the areas that it didn't quite cover, but this was really nice as well. This is something that I was worried about because it's a resurface serum. I'm not normally a serum gal, because I don't know, I just the feel of them, and this definitely has that, like, not oily, but it is almost like an oily texture. It did feel really nice on my face. I did only use a little bit of it. It feels really hydrating, and it does absorb into the skin really quickly, so you do have that like kind of like oily feeling at first, but then once it absorbs into your skin it kind of goes. So despite of me not liking serums, this actually wasn't too bad, so I didn't mind this. It wasn't too bad and wasn't as scary as I thought it was going to be. And then the last thing in this little set is just a cream, and you know, nothing too exciting. This just says apply the cream onto your face and gently massage it. Use it also on spots which need intensive care, such as wrinkles around eyes, mouth and neck. So yeah, these items are like mainly to help reduce your wrinkles, so I'm probably not the best person to be reviewing these, because I mean I am only 23, so I haven't got wrinkles absolutely everywhere, and I have only just kind of started testing these, so I am going to keep using them, and obviously if they become firm favourites then you'll definitely know in the future. But as for this cream, it felt really nice. It soaked into the skin really nicely. You know, there's not much I can say about it. It is just a cream. Things like this are going to work over time, so just for the time being I had a very pleasant experience with the skincare that they gifted me. For first impressions, the skincare gets a little bit of a thumbs up from me. Obviously, I can't give you my full review because I haven't tested it over time, but for the time being, I really like the skincare. And now we can move on to the makeup portion of this video. So if you'd like to see what I thought of all the makeup that I tested today, then please keep watching. Right, let's jump into it. So the first thing we are going to be trying from StyleVana is this, and this is a rose galatomicides. I'm not very good at pronouncing words. This is the silky tone up cream. This is for brightening and wrinkle care, and this is by a brand called iUNIK. That's the brand there. I'm probably butchering that name like so badly, but I will obviously leave all of these products linked down below so you can check them out if you would like to. But yeah, this is just a cream. I know it's not technically a primer, but I'm going to use it as a primer anyway. I love the packaging. Like, it's super like sleek and like smooth. I don't know, I just feel like it feels a little bit luxurious. So let's actually get into trying this. So this has got 40 ml of products in, and it has a nice hygienic tab on it, so we know nobody has touched it. I'm just going to grab a little bit on my finger. Just going to grab an amount like that. I don't want to put too much because I know creams can be a little bit heavy duty. I don't need something that's too heavy duty. It's literally like melting in my finger, so I'm just gonna dot this around and put this on. It feels really thin in consistency, so even though I just said thick, even though I just said thick, it does have quite a thin consistency. When I think of a cream, I think of a thick consistency. Wow, that was a mouthful. But this has quite a thin consistency, and I feel like that pretty much melted into my skin straight away. Like, I've got like no residue on my face anymore, and my face looks a little bit more hydrated, I guess. So now we can actually move on to the makeup, which I'm so excited about. I've never tried Korean makeup before, and you know, I'm just really looking forward to it. So StyleVana actually sent me this one. This is by the brand Makeup Face, and this is the Coverkin foundation, and I have the shade 101 Velvet Cover. That's what the packaging looks like. This is what the packaging looks like. So it's just like a tube like this, and then it has like a big lid on it which has the brand's name on it. Oh, okay. I mean, I hope this suits me. I've got obviously no idea what shade it is because I haven't even opened it. This is what the foundation shade looks like. So I don't think that looks too bad. It looks quite yellowy toned. But obviously we'll see. I've got no idea what this foundation's going to be like, so I think we should just put it on my face. Okay, so this is the foundation on, and I had no idea what to expect. The, you know, packaging didn't really give it away as to like what type of foundation this is, but I'm actually so impressed. Like, the coverage is like a good medium to full. Like, I'm quite surprised at how well it covered my blemishes. It's definitely a like dewy finish foundation, but not like super like wet looking dewy. I feel like it is like a demi matte foundation. Like, it is like, it looks matte for the most part, but then when the light hits my face, you can see the like subtle glow on my skin, and I'm actually so impressed. Like, I did honestly not know, I didn't know what to expect with this, and I'm very surprised. I actually really like it. And I mean, I heard good stuff about Korean makeup and stuff, so I mean, I'm absolutely buzzing at the moment. I'm just really impressed. It feels really hydrating as well, so if you love hydrating, like good coverage foundations, this is definitely one to look at on the website because it is really, really good. So yeah, I'm absolutely loving this so far. And do you know what, the colour is pretty bang on, isn't it? Like, I'm impressed with how well that actually suits my skin colour. Like, I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty much exactly my skin tone. Like, I'm very impressed. So this foundation, based on first impressions, get an absolute massive thumbs up from me. Before I do the rest of my makeup, I do just want to try this on my cheeks. This is by the brand MACQUEEN, which is actually a brand that I have heard of, and this is their cushion tint. This is the lip and cheek tint, I believe it said. Yeah, I think it's the lip and cheek tint, and this is in the shade number 2 Nude Coral. This is what the packaging looks like. I feel like this is one of their like most popular brands, and look how adorable the packaging is. This is what the little packaging, this is what the little jar looks like, and the shade looks really beautiful. Oh yeah, there it is, lip and cheek cushion tint. Okay, interesting. I don't really use products like this, so I mean, do we just give it a go? Oh, okay. Oh, okay, so it comes out on a little doe foot like this. And do I just put it on under my... Yeah, surely it goes underneath. So I'm just gonna splodge a little bit on like that. I honestly, I have no idea what I'm doing right now. I don't really use products like this. I'm just gonna use the bottom of my sponge, and I'm gonna blend this out. Okay, interesting. That wasn't as scary as I thought. I think I need to put more on. Basically, I would suggest to do one cheek at a time because I did notice it did start to dry down ever so slightly. But the more you pat it out, the kind of more sheer it gets. So don't be afraid to whack it on. I'm gonna watch me whack like loads on now. But I just want to put a little bit more on and blend it out, just because I had to pat some of it out because it clung to... Not clung, because it sheared out a little bit. But I mean, this is really pretty. Like, look how beautiful the shade is. And I mean, I don't use products like this, and this is super pretty. I'm actually really liking it, and I didn't expect to. What is up with me recently? I tried my Huda Tantor, absolutely love that. Liquid blush, absolutely love it. Like, I'm super impressed. I really like this. I'm a big fan, and I'm definitely going to use this again. I think it's really pretty. And I will come back to this to do the lips, of course. So those are the couple of base products that I had to test. I'm now going to hop off of camera. I'm going to finish the rest of my makeup. Then I'm going to come back and we can move on to the eyes. Okay, so I'm back. I've done the rest of my makeup, if you are wondering, because I know some of you might be. I've got the Revolution Conceal and Hydrate Concealer on. I've got the I Heart Revolution Loose Baking Powder, the coconut one. My bronzer is the Revolution Pro Sculptor Bronzer, one of my absolute drugstore favourites. My contour, I only put a little bit on because I didn't want to cover the blush too much. Is the Imagination palette with Revolution, and my highlighter is what was in yesterday's video, which is the Let It Glow BH Cosmetics palette, and I used the shade Tinsel Bam. And then I didn't actually put any blush on because obviously I had the cheek tint on underneath, and I still think you can see it through the foundation, through the rest of the makeup, not the foundation. You know what I mean. You can now get into the eye products, which was an eyeshadow palette and an eyeliner. So the eyeshadow palette brand is by StyleVana, I think that says. And this is the 3CE multi eye colour palette in the shade Overtake. They must have these in like different shades. Oh, I love the packaging. It's like a soft, like pinky nude shade. And this is what the palette looks like. So as you can see, it is a neutral palette. And let's just get this open. And then this is what the eyeshadow palette looks like. I feel like a lot of people are going to love this because it is neutral. And I feel like it's not too overwhelming as well. You definitely have a few matte shades in here to play with, as well as a lot of shimmers. So before we actually get into the eyeshadow portion, I'm going to swatch this and see what it's like. And these are what the swatches look like. How beautiful are these? Like, they are so pigmented, and like, look at this shimmer here. Oh, they look like the like foily, shimmery shadows, and they do feel really soft and creamy when you touch them. So yeah, I think the swatches are beautiful, and now I'm excited to put it on my eyes. And I'm just going to start off with the lightest matte in the palette, which is this one. And I'm just going to start off by putting that in the crease, and I will come back to it later when I need to blend out the crease. Okay, so this is what the first shade is looking like. It's definitely really nice and pigmented. It is obviously a very light transition, so it's not going to come off as like super pigmented as would like a darker neutral, but I mean, it looks very beautiful. It is a really nice warm toned transition. So I think this shade is a satin, but I mean, I'm going to use it anyway, so I'm just going to use that to build up in my crease. Oh yeah, it's definitely a satin. You can see that right away. But I'm just going to use that to deepen up the colours in my crease. I have got a tiny bit of fallout from that shade, so just another thing to note when looking at these palettes is that there is a tiny bit of fallout, but you know, it's not the end of the world. Now I'm going to go in with a fluffy brush, and I'm just going to take more of this first shade here. There isn't a lot of mattes in this palette. I think there's literally only like 2 mattes, and the rest are like either satin or shimmer. So I kind of wish there was like maybe 1 or 2 more mattes that we could have played with. They are blending out really nicely, which is good. Next, I'm going to take this dark brown here, which is the other matte in the palette. This is super pigmented, my goodness. And I'm going to put this on my inner and outer corners. Also just going to put that in my crease a little bit, just to, I don't know, maybe give it a little bit more dimension, rather than the lid just being like all one shade. And I'm just going back in with my blending brush and just using that to blend the 2 matte shades in. Okay, next we can try one of the shimmers, which I'm very excited about. And for the middle of my lid, I think I'm going to take this one here. Now I'm going to take it on a brush first, because I don't know if it's going to be like dry or anything. Like, based on the swatches, I think it's going to be good, but obviously we won't know until we actually put it on our lids. So firstly, I'm going to go in with a brush. If it doesn't work, I'll go in with my finger. That is the middle of my lids done. Now, to be honest, with a brush, it actually applied fine. There was not really that much issue. The only thing I'd say is that it's quite a like, excuse me, it's quite a like shimmery formula, as in the specks of shimmer will fly off, if that makes sense. So I did go in with my finger a little bit just to see if it got it a little bit more foily instead, and that definitely worked. I did get a lot of fallout though under my eyes, so again, There is a little, oh, I need to poke myself in the eye then. Again, it is a little bit fallouty. I think I'm going to just go back in with this dark brown and just put it all the way across my lower lash line. Okay, and then for the inner corner and brow bone, I think I'm going to take this one here. It appears to be the lightest shimmer in the palette. There isn't any like super like icy or light shimmers in here for me to use, but I think that's going to be my only option. Okay, and this is my eye look using the palette. Now the inner corner and brow bone shade is not quite as light as I'd wanted it to be. It is a little bit more on the peachy gold side, so it looks ever so slightly a little bit too dark, but really not that bad. Like, you can't really tell, can you? But I'm actually pleasantly happy and surprised at how nice this eyeshadow palette is. I'm very happy with the eyeshadow palette. I think I'm just going to put some mascara on for now, but before I do that, we have an eyeliner to test. This is by a brand called Moni, I think. I've got no idea. This is a waterproof pen eyeliner in the shade 01 Deep Black. Oh, this is by MACQUEEN as well. Oh, okay. That's just like the name of the eyeliner, I think. So this is actually by MACQUEEN, who was the same brand as Lip and Cheek Tint. Ooh. Let's see what the pen looks like. Oh, that looks good. So it's a very thin pen. Oh, okay. Interesting. It's not super black, but it doesn't look like it runs or anything like that. So let's give this a go. Okay, I mean, that's not too bad. I've definitely done worse wings in my life. That's actually not that bad. I'm quite impressed. But now I have to replicate it on the other eye. It's just not going to happen, is it? Okay, I'm going to leave it there before I muck it up. But, you know, they're not even. They were never going to be even. But I think they don't look too bad. In terms of the eyeliner, the pen on here is not stiff. It's quite a flexible tip, so I don't know, I feel like some people wouldn't like that, because sometimes people prefer like a stiff pen so they can like have a bit more control while putting their eyeliner on. I personally didn't think it was too much of an issue. It's definitely very pigmented, so you don't have to like dip back into the pen to get more of the product out. Like, I did both of my eyes and I could have kept going over them with just like one dip essentially of the eyeliner. So I think that's really good, and I really like it. I definitely use it again. I definitely use all of this makeup again. Like, I genuinely am so impressed. So those are the eye products. I'm just going to hop off camera quickly and then I'll be right back so we can just put some of that lip tint on my lips. So be right back. Right guys, so I'm back. I've put my mascara on. I just used the Essence Lash Princess mascara. I've been using this so much recently. I do love my Heart Revolution chocolate dipped, but this is a good one as well. So now we can test the final part of this video, which is the cushion tint. We are back to this one and I'm just going to use this on my lips. I actually saw earlier the doe foot does kind of look like a lip tint product, like a lip doe foot. And the product looks quite thick, so I'm not sure how this is going to go, but let's give it a test. Okay, and this is the lip tint on, and I must admit, it's not my colour. It's not something that I would have chose for my lips, but I mean, the colour is pretty. It's just not a bit of me. It's not my usual nude. The formula is very thick. It's quite moisturising actually. Like, it does feel nice and comfortable on the lips. Like, even though it is a little bit more thick, it does feel comfortable. I think it'd be bad if it felt really heavy on the lips, and it doesn't. It feels really nice, really moisturising. Obviously this is a lip tint, so it's not like a proper lipstick, like liquid lipstick, so it definitely is and does feel different to a normal regular lipstick, but I mean, it's really nice and comfortable, it's pretty, I really like it. It's just not something that I would typically use, but I'm open to trying anything, and this is different and it looks and feels good, so yeah, gets a thumbs up from me. Okay guys, so this is my completed makeup. I would love to know your thoughts and opinions on this Korean like skincare and makeup, just based of like what I've done and showed you today, because obviously I'm like a complete newbie to Korean makeup and skincare, so I'm actually really happy with everything that I tried today. And I do just want to give a quick thank you to StyleVana for gifting me these products. Like, I cannot believe that they work with like huge YouTubers and they wanted to gift me products to test on my channel. Like, that is just completely mind-blowing. So yeah, a big massive thank you to StyleVana for gifting me these products, and I'm very happy with literally everything that I tried today. There were a couple of improvements with some of the products, but overall I had a really good experience with it all. I think my favourite piece of makeup from today is the foundation. I'm not gonna lie, like, it honestly blew me away and my face looks so smooth right now, so I'm definitely going to keep using that. And now that I've tested like a bunch of products from their website, I'm definitely going to go on there and see what other makeup bits and stuff they have on there, because honestly, like, this has given me really high standards for a lot of their like makeup and skincare. So yeah, I'm excited to check out more of those products. Again, if you could please let me know what you think of it down below in the comments, I would absolutely love that. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please let me know by smashing the thumbs up button. And of course, if you haven't already, please subscribe down below, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.